Well, a number of automakers around the world have been forced to halt production lines, at least temporarily, because of this global shortage of computer chips. It's hit everywhere, Japan, Europe, and now North America. There are very few automakers who have been spared. If they haven't been hit yet, companies like Volvo say they could be hit. So it is widespread.
Why has the microchip supply chain been so badly disrupted? And which companies are most affected?
Well, first of all, we had this shutdown because of the pandemic, so nobody was producing anything, and it's taken a while to refill the pipeline. The other thing that happened is nobody anticipated that car demand would return as quickly and dramatically as it has. And so there were some companies that scaled back their production plans and then, slashed their orders for chips. So they were caught shorthanded. And also, the demand for things like computers, gaming systems, phones, all because we're working from home, it has just skyrocketed. And so there's this competition for chips. And then, of course, add on to that, we've had previous administration had some trade restrictions that has impacted in the U.S., the shortage of chips. It's hard to say exactly how hard automakers will be hit because it's possible if chips start flowing, they could make up some of this lost production later in the year. But I will say that on the Ford earnings call yesterday, Jim Farley said this could cost Ford $1 billion to $2.5 billion in profits in the first half of the year.
And Michelle, there in the United States, there's a group of senators, both Republican and Democrat, calling for the Biden administration to address this situation, saying it threatens the post-pandemic economic recovery. How can production get back on track?
Well, there is that pressure. Certainly, throwing money at the situation, getting the chip makers to prioritize automotive chips over some of the other kinds of chips will make a difference. And there's also a longer-term push for the U.S. government to invest in producing chips here in the United States. We used to do that. We don't do that anymore. And so we've become dependent on foreign-sourced chips.
Is it even possible to make cars these days without microchips, or are cars essentially computers on wheels?
Well, you can't make any car if you're missing one part. Chips have become a huge part of the vehicle. We've gone to electronic everything on the car, so you need chips for your braking systems, transmissions, engine management, your airbags, all the safety systems, and of course then we run all the creature comforts like infotainment systems that require chips. And now we're going to electric vehicles, and those will require chips. So no, you can't build a car without a computer chip.